Hi, my name is Steve. I have a very interesting and amazing topic for my first video. And that is my God experience. But first I have to tell you a little bit about myself. When I was growing up, I was actually grown up as Methodist. And that's all the way through high school. When I started going to college, I didn't really go to church anymore, except on Christmas and Easter. Church kind of fell out of flavor with me for a while. I still believe in God, always have, and definitely with what I've experienced, always will. So anyway, when I was very young, I had these images. They're images of people coming to visit me, kind of spirits. Scared the crap out of me, completely. And I didn't like that, and I went and said, okay, no more. I can't do this anymore. And I basically stopped. So I didn't see anything more since I was 5 or 6. But I did have some kind of ESP. I could go and, like, we were moving to another country. And when we turned down my street, I says, I know I've been here before. I know where it is. And that's our house. That's exactly where it was. It was our house. My sister did the same thing, but she didn't pick the house. I did. And so that's the biggest thing of an ESP thing that I could really remember. There's a lot of other little itty bitty things that, yeah, I know that's what's going on. I have intuition on things. It's like something bad's happening. But that's all that's been going on. But in the past couple months, I've been majorly stressed. And, when stress comes arguments. I'm married. Love my wife completely. Always will. Never let her go. She's the most wonderful, caring woman in the world. Except with bad weather. Coming to find out it's bad weather. But anyway, we were having an argument shortly after Thanksgiving. And arguments go, things happen and whatnot. She felt that I wasn't listening to her, so she was banging her head on the headboard. And there was a big, heavy, probably 5-pound candle holder on the headboard that tipped over, hit her in the head. It was dark in the room, and I feel really bad that this happened, but I have to explain. So it fell down, hit on her head. She started crying, and I was walking out of the room. I turned back in when she started crying, and this is what's really sad. I said, stop doing that. You did it to yourself. But I then turned on the light and noticed gushing blood from her forehead. It scared the crap out of me. It's like, oh man, I really fucked this. Messed this up. And I'll never live that one down, but that's beside the point. Later on at night, this is, after midnight now. And we're still not getting along. And because, I've done what I can to help her with her head, even though I feel really terrible about what I said about it. So, later on, we're both laying in bed, not on good terms. And I had a vision of 5 women in my room. One was my mother. One was my wife's mother. And one was my wife's grandmother, her mother's mother. 2 other people, I don't know who they were. All I can say is Sandy's mother said that both her and my wife would know who that was. I don't. I don't think I'm privy to that information, if that kind of makes sense. But they're there to help. It's all persons of care. So she probably, I believe my wife does have an idea who that was. But one thing that really got me is my mother-in-law said to me that she pushed the candlestick out of the way so it wouldn't hit her eye. It hit her about up here. I mean, yeah, it's still a bit red, but it's there. And with me redeveloping or finding out about this, that I have this I'd call it a gift. But the gift does have a side effect, pretty bad one, and that is headaches. Serious headaches. It's like the worst migraine times 10. It's horrible. And I did, so I'm getting these migraines or headaches at the same time I'm getting all these thoughts. It's pounding me from both sides, filling me up. And come to realize, I used to get some serious migraines back in about 2001, 2002. And, I'm talking about really serious ones that I would get at least once, maybe even twice per day. Really bad. And that was right after my grandmother died. Okay, I don't, it's questionable. I am thinking more like, it was probably my grandmother. Because my mother had passed away a few years before that also. So it very well could have been that. But anyway, so back to this time. I have been getting a few thoughts from what I consider God. I never really thought of it that way. I thinking, am I going crazy? Or is it just, what is it? But anyway, that was about a month ago with the women in my room. Fast forward to today, or actually this week. We weren't in the best of terms, and basically I went outside, and because we're having a different argument, completely different. That's not the way it is. But anyway, this time, my wife's now questioning God. And I'm hearing God a lot more than I was. It's like, okay, this is more than I'm used to. So I go outside and I'm saying, am I going crazy? Or am I really talking to God? And I hear, you are not going crazy. I says, you please help my wife? They says, yes, but through you. Okay. Now, the kicker is that they said through you. I asked, can you help me? And I got the response, we're working on it. Okay. I tear up immediately. I thought, well, that's really kind of nice that they're actually working on me. You know, it's like, I would never believe this would be happening. You know, like, it did. It happened. So I walk inside right after this, and I just get an overwhelming weight of emotion. Emotion that is fantastic, that is heartfelt, that is warming, that is nuts, that it's every emotion you can imagine all in one, and it resonates through your body from the tip of your head to the tippy toes of your feet. It is absolutely amazing. And one thing I did find out, what I'm coming to realize, that this was the very first time that I ever asked for help. When I truly believed. When I truly believed. And this is what happens. I am amazed. I am shocked. I am blessed. And all I can do is say, thank you, God. That's it. Thank you, God. But anyway, I had to share with you what happened to me. And when I say had to, it is because I didn't want to. God told me to do this. God, thank you. Everybody that's watching this, please have a glorious day, wonderful life, and also of 2016, Happy New Year. Thank you. Bye.